Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
DJ Reed on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up
well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Now it's Wilson. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football.
1st down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. This is Carson. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. On 3rd down, Wilson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Complete.
Wilson to lock it there for the Seahawk 1st down.
15.
Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Wilson's pass.
Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. He's at the 40. The 20. 10.
This is
and
too
they
easy,
bring
guys.
this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona.
Gonzalez.
They give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 42. He gives it off to Carson. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he's got this down to the 35. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
To Chris Carson.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
From the 31, Wilson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Corey Peters slipping in and getting the sack.
And Russell Wilson gets sacked, and he tied for the most sacks in the NFL last season with 48 in total. But Seattle likes to throw the ball deep. So that means you're going to take more time to get the ball downfield. Sometimes the offensive line can't hold up, and he ends up hitting the deck on those plays.
Now Wilson on 3rd down. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 18. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down.
1st down, Seahawks.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now it's Carson.
Wilson.
It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
He's brought down at the
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Here's Wilson to throw. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
Intended for Will Dissly. Incomplete.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers.
Field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
And Myers able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Murray now. Got his man. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Terrell Suggs, one of the best in the business at finding the QB, gets home there. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now a man coming off a career season. Here's Kenyon Drake. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
At the 47-yard line.
Well, Kenyon Drake last year versus Cleveland, absolutely unstoppable. Ran for 137 yards. Remember, 4 touchdowns in the Cards' 38-24 win in Week 15. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Murray's pass.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Murray. And he hits Drake. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
On 3rd down, Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Cardinals 14, Seahawks 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He's back to throw here to start the drive. This one into the hands of Metcalf. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A 6-yard pickup.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a give right side. Carson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space, A loss results there.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. He's got Lockett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Seahawk first down as Wilson finds Lockett.
First down.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Wilson. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down.
There on the coverage.
Wilson gets rid of it quickly. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No yardage.
Okay.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 at this point. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. From the gun, Murray. And they work this out past the 25. A gain there of 21 yards.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
By the Seahawks.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. His throw caught right around the 6. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They run it with Carson, and the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Well, They'll try to run with Carson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Myers' kick is halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. A gain of 6 there on first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
He's checking crap.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Gets it off to Freeman. Flexing his muscle at the 30. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28. 16 yards, a first down.
28-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Kenyon Drake in Week 16 last year against these Seahawks had a career day, 166 yards rushing, a couple of touchdowns as well, as the Cardinals won in Seattle 27-13. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Completes it to Fitzgerald. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 11th touchdown on the year, and the Cardinals will extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their halftime hold now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They run the counter. It's Carson, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Good gain by Chris Carson. Picks up a first down, and you just have to love his running style. Talk about a straight-ahead guy, no-nonsense type of a runner. He's averaged 82 yards a game over the last 2 seasons and had 1,230 yards on the ground in 2019.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A gain of 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid gain.
And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 23.
Chris Carson has proven to be a workhorse for the Seattle Seahawks, and they continue to expand his game. We know that he can run inside and be a bruising type of a player, but he has surprising speed to the perimeter, and they've expanded his game now by throwing it to him out of the backfield. In 2019, in the top 10 in the league in touches and yards from scrimmage.
Grant Haley in on the stop.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's third down.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. And that is going to do it before this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll find Ballore out of the backfield. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They run for it with Carson. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, He may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here.
Wilson with the hand.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. On 3rd down, Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, meaning taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. The bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And he's going to take this out past the 10 to about the 11. They'll call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Murray. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
The game at 21 apiece. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the the score as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Down Seahawks.
Here's Carson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Chris Carson, the Seahawks.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
The tackle.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They run again with Carson. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
33-yard attempt.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left to the upright. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. That catch good for only a couple.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Now Murray. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
The Seahawks.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Throwing now is Wilson. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Wilson. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. Here's 2nd and 10. On the delay, here's Carson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. This from 51 yards for the win. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Seahawks, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they drop just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.